Welcome to the CSI Crime Lab, Graveyard Shift. I'm Gil Grissom, and you must be the new intern. I know it's your first night, but we're short-handed and... Grissom. Yeah, Jim. We're just leaving. We've got a homicide. I know you've got good problem-solving skills or you wouldn't be here. You'll have to jump right in on this crime scene with me. John Webster said, "Death hath 1,000 doors to let out life." Let's find out which one our victim took.
The Location tab at the bottom of the screen allows you to access various locations. To head to the crime scene, click on the hotel location now. Click on the hotel location now. Good. Other crime scene locations will appear here as you uncover more places to visit. 3 CSI locations are available on the right, but we'll visit those later. For now, we'll go directly to the hotel.
I didn't know there was going to be a
First
tutorial.
officer, fill us in.
Let's see, manager got a call from a guest complaining about noise. He checked it out, found the TV going pretty loud, and this young lady here who didn't exactly need it turned up. No signs of forced entry. Manager's name is Bert Suston. He's pretty bent out of shape, but cooperative enough. You can question him if you want. Wish I had more for you.
It's a start, and the crime scene will have plenty to say. Probably a good idea to start with our victim.
Throughout the investigation, you will often want to examine things more closely. To look at the body, move your pointer onto it and click.
Yeah, I think she's pretty dead. Hey, Ash said hi. How is it going?
Excellent. Notice that when you passed the pointer over the body, it changed to a green arrow. This indicates that you can inspect something in greater detail.
Look at that. There's some bruising on her neck. These marks strongly suggest she was strangled, likely a violent killing. Perhaps there's more we can learn.
Well, it looks like there's something in her mouth.
Notice the case file has been updated. This means that information has been added to a file on a suspect or victim. Click on the case file icon in the bottom right to look at it. Case files hold a summary of everything you've learned about the suspects and victims you meet. This is the file for our victim. To look at the case file for the hotel owner, click on the Suspects tab. In addition to general information, suspect case files contain categories for means, motive, and opportunity. You will often need at least one of these filled to be able to get suspects brought in for an interrogation, and all of them for an arrest. Now, click on the Close button.
I mean, it seems like he had the opportunity. Clearly, he owned the hotel.
Let's take a closer look now at the bruising Grissom mentioned. Move the pointer over the victim's neck and click. Notice the Tools tab is automatically selected on the toolbar at the bottom of the screen when you're close enough to use one. Tools are categorized into either Collection or Detection tools. Click on the Detection sub-tab. Rolling over any of the tools gives you a brief description of that tool. Find the UV light and double-click on it now.
UV light. That looks like that.
Find the UV light and double-click on it now.
Not a UV light?
Find the UV light and double-click on it now.
Okay. One?
Find the UV light and double-click on it now.
This one. That's an infrared.
Find the UV light and double-click on it
I
now.
have to double-click on it.
Double-clicking gets you a more detailed description of the tool. It looks like it might be the right one for this job. Click on Close. To use the UV light, click once to select it.
Did.
Now, pass the UV light over the bruised area and click.
Ooh. Oh, click.
Deep bruising patterns suggest a ligature, sexual ritual, or premeditated murder.
To back out of this close-up view, move the pointer to the left or right-hand side of the screen and click. Notice the pointer changed to an exit arrow when you did that. Now, we'll look at collecting evidence. Click on the torn piece of cloth on the bed, left of the victim. Sometimes you'll need to search for trace evidence before collecting an object. In this case, select the magnifying scope under the Detection tools by clicking on it.
Wait, what? That's that.
Now pass the magnifying scope tool carefully over the cloth area to look for very small or hidden trace evidence.
Ooh, this is fun. Oh wait, I
Looks
see
like a
it.
tiny strand of hair. Whenever you find something with a magnifying scope, single-click on it for a closer look.
Click.
Just a hair, right? A tiny thing and yet so very big. Note, it is not the victim's hair color. Someone else was here, in close proximity to the deceased.
Select the tweezers by clicking on the Collection Tools subtab, then clicking on the tweezers. Now, move the tweezers over the hair and click. Evidence you collect is added to your Evidence folder. To look at it, click on the Evidence tab now. Evidence is categorized here by type. The hair you just collected is a form of trace evidence. Click on the Trace Print subtab now. You can re-examine a piece of previously collected evidence here and review what you've learned about it. To re-examine the hair, double-click on the hair icon. These evidence descriptions will often update throughout the case, so check them regularly. Click on the Close button now.
There is no recoverable DNA. Why? It's a hair. Oh well. Whatever.
It would be a good idea to collect the torn sheet as well. We're a little too close right now, so exit this close-up view by clicking on either side of the screen. Good. Now under the Collection Tool tab, select the rubber gloves. Use the gloves to pick up the torn sheet by clicking on it.
Torn from the bed?
Yoink!
Easily strangle someone with that. This could very well be our murder weapon.
Back out of this close-up view by clicking on either side of the screen. Click on the side of the screen one more time. Well done. Next, we should interview the hotel owner behind you. Pan around the crime scene by moving the cursor to the side of the screen, then click on the owner.
The CSI team does not interview people.
Look, I know a girl died and it's a shame, but I got a business to run. Bert Sustin, I manage the hotel. What do you want to know?
Questions will often be available for you to ask suspects and victims. The questions will vary depending on the evidence and information you've collected. To select a question, click it with your pointer.
Showgirl on the strip? Nice enough, never made no trouble. Kind of a regular here, made a half-dozen visits over the past couple of weeks. No credit cards, strictly cash and carry, capiche? If she had company tonight, I don't know who. My business is minding my own business. We only give keys out to registered guests. My, patrons don't like to be dropped in on, catch my drift? And I got the only master key.
He has a master key, so he had opportunity.
No idea. First name was Kylie. Last, well, that kind of varied. Smith, Jones. Seems I remember her using a different name first time she filled out the check-in card. Sure, I figured you'd want to see it. There's an address on it, too. Now, do you mind?
Yoink.
Cops hanging around ain't all that helpful for my business.
Exit the conversation by clicking on either side of the screen. Now let's look at that new bit of evidence. Click on Documents within your Evidence tab, then double-click the registration card.
Just let me do it.
You have just found a new location. You'll want to visit it at some point. Close the pop-up. If you're stuck, you can ask for hints from your CSI partner. Find Grissom in the view above and click your pointer over him.
What do you want me to look at?
Getting help with evidence will update the evidence description with a hint about it. From the Evidence tab, click and drag.
Let's look at what we got here. We got clearly something in the mouth.
Our killer may be leaving us a message.
It's money. Okay. Let's see if we can tweezer it.
Try using a similar tool.
All right.
In
Love
ancient
it.
Greece, families put a coin in the mouths of their late loved ones to pay the ferryman to cross the river Styx. Could be
Well-
our killer is related to our victim and has a bent for mythology, or maybe this is a final insult.
Okay, we got that. Nothing. Oh, wait. Like, Do we have anything more? No, that's bad. Okay. Nothing else. I think we're good here. Got what's this?
This is an expensive bauble to leave behind. May rule out robbery as a likely motive.
All right, glove it.
Initials KY engraved on it. This could help us establish Kylie's identity.
Closet. We open the closet, and nothing seems to be in the closet. I mean, that's a sizable closet for a hotel. Oh, here's something.
Since the TV was on, somebody probably used this recently. Maybe the killer. Let's find out.
How do we find out?
We can't use that here. 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 We can't use that here.
No? Alright. Maybe you can swab it with fingerprints? No? Oh! 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 Oh, there's a fingerprint. We found a fingerprint. How do we get that fingerprint? Alright, we got some new evidence. Excellent. New evidence added. Nice. Nice. We got a print. Okay. Anything else we can look at? Oh, no. Can we go into the bathroom? Oh, yeah, here we go. The bathroom.
Maybe
Same.
our killer needed to wash his
Oh.
hands of this crime. Let's
Blood.
take a closer look.
Blood.
Some kind of stain on the sink here. We should try to detect what it is.
Use our swab. Use our swab on it. Yeah.
We should definitely have Greg take a look at this in the lab.
Yeah, let's have Greg take a look at that in the lab. Okay. What else we got here? Get out of there. Let's look at it. Nope, that's not what I got. Okay, the toilet paper. Don't seem to be able to look at that. We seem to be a vampire. We don't have a reflection, so that's interesting. That's interesting evidence. We seem to be a vampire. Okay, we can't look in the dresser, so wait. Can look at
Let's
the
check
TV.
that TV for prints, too. Hotel room like this, we may have to sort through dozens, but the right one may be waiting.
Alright. Let's use our little action. I'm gonna use our brush. Ooh, there's a print. Who uses buttons on the TV? I mean, come on, give me my evidence collected thing. Okay, it has to make the noise first. It needs a noise. It has to make the ooh, you found something noise. Okay, we got another print. It looks like a different print. Interesting. So we got two different prints. Okay. Alright. I think we might be done here. Unless we can ask him anything else.
Hey, that's all I gotta say right now.
Guess that would be a no. Alright. I think we're done. Let's go back to the lab. That'll be here, right?
So, you're Grissom's latest victim, huh?
That's the
Well, I'm in
board.
charge of the victims who aren't still walking around. Albert Robbins, welcome aboard. I'll do my best to answer your questions. How our Vic died, what the murder weapon was, maybe even the deceased's identity. And remember, I'm dealing with trace evidence you weren't even aware of at the crime scene, so don't be a stranger. When you need information about the body, just ask. Asphyxia due to strangulation. The hyoid bone. just under the bruising on her neck, was broken.
Yeah.
Quick death, anyway. Found traces of skin under 3 of her nails. Not a lot, but enough to indicate she may have been trying to fight off her assailant. You can take it with you. Ran a rape kit, too. Sexual activity, but no sign of assault.
Yoink!
Fairly narrow ligature marks like these might indicate a rope or cord or even a twisted length of sheet was used.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew this already, but our victim had hepatitis C. Found interferon in her system. Nothing else unusual. Very healthy young woman otherwise.
Why would I know that? Like, why would I know that?
After death, a human body generally drops 2 degrees the first hour and another degree every hour after that, with a 4-hour give or take. Given the core temperature of the victim's liver and the ambient temp at the crime scene, I estimate she was killed between 11 and 11:30 p.m. There are petechiae in the victim's eyelids, tiny pinpoint hemorrhages caused when the blood backs up into the capillaries. But with an internal injury like this, you won't have much, if any, of the victim's blood at the scene. Any blood you find is more likely the killer's.
Okay. So we have some of the killer's blood, probably. That's good to know. Alright, let's go to the lab.
Oh, so you're the new pledge around the CSI frat house. How do you like the initiation so far? Look, I know what it's like to be thrown in the pool and told to swim. I'm here for you. Greg Sanders. Confidentially, I'm the guy who keeps this party hopping.
We have some music. Can you like...
Check that out under the microscope. See if you can match it to a corroborating piece of evidence.
Okay, what about that?
Blood. With plenty of DNA for me to draw comparisons. Hey, good news. I found enough DNA for a profile, but comparing it to another sample is where the fun begins.
Well, you have another sample, so there you go. What about that? Can you...
Just a torn bedsheet. Nothing special about the fabric or the way it was torn. Tough to get prints or anything useful off money. This is no exception. Came up blank. Sorry. Sorry. Can't do anything with that. What you got there is a partial print. Tricky little things, partials. Not enough info to call up a rap sheet in the database. Best thing you can hope for is finding an existing print or rap sheet and compare the partial to it. I were you, I'd scan those prints into the computer over there and run a search for any known suspects.
Okay.
Next to me, computer's your best buddy. It's hooked up to a number of search databases. Just drag the evidence onto either side of the computer and click search. To make comparisons, just drag evidence onto both sides and click compare. If you got anything, you'll find out right away.
Ooh, we got a match.
Our hotel owner doesn't exactly have a squeaky clean background, although 10 years can change a person.
Okay, I mean, makes sense. Makes sense that he would have touched stuff. Okay, now let's see if we can compare that to this. No results found. Okay, so he touched the TV, which makes sense, but he didn't touch the remote. All right. Okay, how do we oh, yeah, right, same way. Okay, let's use the hair under the microscope. Oh, we probably have to click the microscope.
Don't be afraid of the microscope. It's your friend too. Want to look at something under it? Just drag any trace evidence onto either side of the lens. To compare two things, drag the second item onto the other available slot. If you find a match, your evidence and case files will update. Sweet, huh?
Yeah, that's super sweet. There's the hair. Okay. Can't do anything with it until we get another one. That's about it. That's all we've got. So we can do that. As far as this is concerned, we got his rap sheet. We can ask him about it probably. We've got the bed sheet. Let's see. Can we use that in the microscope?
You can't put that under the microscope.
What about
You
that?
can't put that under the microscope. You can't put that under the microscope.
I can't put any of those things under the microscope. Okay, so we've done things with everything that we can do things with. So, I've already given that to him. Okay, so let's look at it. It contains enough DNA for a comparison. It's a blood sample with enough DNA for a comparison. Okay, so how do I compare them? I don't know. Maybe I can drag them.
Hey, you can't scan that into the computer.
Okay. So matches Bert Sussin. Incomplete fingerprint. No information on that. That's his rap sheet. We have an address, so we probably want to go there. Here we go. Nothing special about the fabric. Fits the coroner's description of the ligature caused the bruising. Greg might be able to find something in an analysis. I already gave it to him and he said no. No, he's not willing to. He's not. Okay, wad of money. No useful prints. And then we have a KY engraved to the side. Okay, so we're going to, I guess, go to the other location we have.
Ms. Strickland? Jenny Strickland?
Yes?
Gil Grissom, Las Vegas Crime Lab. My assistant and I would like to ask you a few questions.
Go ahead.
Ms. Strickland, a young woman was killed tonight. Apparently she filled out the hotel's check-in card using your name and address.
What? Mine?
That's right. We believe her first name was Kylie. Do you know anyone by that name?
Sorry, I don't know any Kylies. Anyone could have got my name and address out of the phone book. Oh. Oh my god. Is it Karen? It's not Karen who got killed, is it?
Maybe we can answer your question, Miss Strickland, if you'll tell us about Karen.
My best friend when I was in middle school, Karen Yardstrom. We took all our Christmas money and bought matching bracelets, inscribed our initials on them. Oh, wow. I haven't heard from Karen in years. She isn't the one who...
That's a strong possibility.
How terrible. Awful. Oh, we ran in different cliques, in high school. Hers was kind of a rougher crowd, but I never dreamed. I'm sorry, Mr. Grissom. I need to go back inside now. I hope I've been helpful.
You have. I'm sorry to bring you such sad news, Miss Strickland.
Well, that wasn't useful. Except I guess we got
Let's
a
talk to
name.
Brass in his office. Get him to track down Karen Yardstrom's real address.
Okay, I guess that is useful. Okay, well, let's go. I guess we go here.
Come on in, and I'm glad to see you. We've been shorthanded on the night shift for too long. I'm Captain Jim Brass. Anything you need on the law enforcement side, I'm your new best friend. You want somebody brought in for questioning, need a warrant, an arrest, I'll make it happen. So what's up on the hotel killing? Sure. Seems she lived in the Hamilton apartments. I'll send a unit to open it up for you. Yeah, I looked into our Vic's brilliant showbiz career, which consisted of one chorus line gig with a production that shut down a couple of weeks ago.
I literally gave you her name now, so, I mean, that's amazing. Okay, here's another location.
Looks
Let's
like
go
Kylie
there.
kept things simple at home. Neat, orderly, almost compulsive. Sometimes a control freak away from home cuts loose, goes a little wild.
What's this?
A prescription for interferon. It's used in treatment of Hep C infections. Dated yesterday. Kylie may have just found out about her condition.
Okay. Take it. Yep, we can.
Yoink!
Alright. glass of water, a TV, got a fish tank. What's he looking at?
What can I do for you?
What are you looking at? Alright. Oh, we got a computer. Okay, that could be useful. Alright, we got, what's this?
Receipts from different hotels, ordered chronologically.
Interesting.
Yoink!
Oh, there's something over here. What? Oh, voicemail. A voicemail on an answering machine.
Hey, Kylie, it's your buddy Bert. Forget about me. Well, you ain't slipped my mind. Not when you owe me 3 bills for that TV you trashed. Oh, unless, of course, you can think up another way to settle up. You could do that.
Seems our hotel manager knew Kylie better than he was letting on. Let's bring this information to Brass.
Yep. Definitely did. Okay. What else we got? Feel like we should take this. Take.
We can't use that here.
Want to take it?
We can't use that here.
Want to take it? There's no, like... I feel like we should take this. If we were proper crime scene detectives, we would take the answering machine. If we were proper crime scene detectives, we would not... This is a piece of evidence that we should definitely take. But
we can't use that here.
But I don't feel like I can take it.
We can't use that here. We can't use that here.
No, I don't think I can take it. I feel like we should take it, but we can't. I would want to take the entire answering machine. I mean, my thought is there may be a tape in there, and I can take the tape out, but there doesn't. With the fact that this cover is here, seems to indicate that it has a tape in it. So, I can't play it anymore either. So, maybe I did something. Yeah, I definitely haven't beat the game yet. I'm still on the first case, so...
Hundreds of years, investigators have examined correspondence and address books for clues. Today, that means checking out a victim's PC. Let's look at her calendar.
We got Windows. Alright.
Her last scheduled meeting was at 10 p.m. with one Devin Rogers at our hotel. Possible suspect. We'll need to talk to Brass to find Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Nice. I can't do anything else. Well, that's all I can do. Anything else? Anything else? Do. Nope. Nope, nothing else. Alright. Do. I think we're done in here. I think we're done here. I think we've done everything that we can do. No more grain, no more grain. This door, I don't know what this door is. This bike, coat. Probably the door we came in, if I were to guess. There's the answering machine message, which we still seem to be able to do things here. Maybe we can fingerprint it. No.
There's no prints here.
Nothing. Okay. Magnify it. No, we can't.
There's nothing special there.
Can't do that. Spray it with something.
There's no prints here.
UV light it.
We can't use that here.
I don't know.
We can't use that here. We can't use that here. We can't use that here.
Alright, alright. Time to go back to here.
Okay, this clown lied to us about how well he knew the young woman. Sure, he has legit access to the room, but any way you slice it, I can find a judge who'll give us a warrant. Okay, just for a change of pace, let's try the truth this time.
You got no right taking that tone. I'm cooperating, ain't I? I told you before, I got nothing to do with this mess. I suppose you never made a mistake, huh? I paid for my thrills. I'm a businessman now, strictly legit. So I knew the girl. Big friggin' whoop. A showgirl. Usually quiet, but she lost it last month. Went all rock act on me, busted up a TV. 300 big ones to replace that sucker. Kid keeps promising to pay me back and nothing. Hell, I wouldn't whack a kid over trivial crap like that. What'd he take me for?
Nonetheless, Mr. Sustin, Kylie is dead. Murdered in your hotel.
Yeah.
Listen, my place ain't the Ritz, okay? Get the odd rough crowd, so I take my share of bumps and nicks. Comes with the territory. What's that, a warrant? What the hell is this? I didn't do anything to that poor kid. Take your sample and get out of my life already.
Thanks, we will. Our intern here is going to swab some epithelial cells from your mouth and take a hair sample with tweezers.
Oh, so I have to do that? Okay. Apparently I have to do that. Boom.
What? This your first night, and I'm your guinea pig?
Yoink!
And then I need to take a hair sample.
Hey, go easy with that thing, will you?
Yeah. That's right. I did it. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good here. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Maybe we can, like, let's see if we can rubber glove them. No, we can't rubber glove them. It's cavity search. No, can't do that either. No. Use that on them. No, 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 no. Alright. Let's magnify him. No. I think we're good. I think we're good. Alright. Okay. Even though I want to click all the things. Alright. I think we're good. Okay, let's go to the lab. Well, let's look at our evidence. So now we should have a... Oh, we have the tape. We got the tape from the answering machine, even though it didn't tell me we got the tape. So we did get the tape. We're not as stupid as we thought we were. We got another hair sample. Looks pretty similar to the hair sample we saw on the blanket. But we'll have to put it under the microscope. And we got his DNA sample. Alright. I think we can go to the lab now. Let's go to the lab. No, not there.
There isn't much more I can tell you about the victim at this time.
Wrong button. Alright.
What do you
Evidence.
need?
This. Do it.
Okay, good. We've got a DNA reference sample from the hotel owner. This is begging for a comparison. So, I ran the hotel owner sample against the blood swab from the bathroom. Well, we have a winner. Hotel owner's DNA matches the blood from the bathroom.
Only since Mr. Sustin owns and operates the hotel, this may not mean much, if anything.
Now, I knew you'd be asking for a comparison between the skin DNA and the hotel owners, so I went for it. But no luck. It's not the same. Someone else left some obvious signs of their presence on your victim.
Well, that's unfortunate. But there could have been two. There could have been two people. All right. Now we're gonna use this. Oh, use the microscope. Put this in here. Put this in here.
Doesn't look like these hairs match.
Doesn't look like those hairs match.
Boo earns. Boo earns.
All right. That's unfortunate. All right. What else can we do? What's this? Scheduled to meet Devin Rogers at 10 p.m. Okay, Devin Rogers. That's another thing we can look at. Many receipts from various hotels. I don't see how that's going to be useful. I don't have anything else to compare here. Got the tape. Got this.
Analyze the meds inside, and just like the label says, it's interferon. Looks like the pharmacy did their job. I was able to lift some latent prints from it too. They look like partials.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
It's a magnetic chromium dioxide audio cassette tape. Nothing special to tell you about it.
Alright. I guess we can... Okay, nothing. Alright. We need to figure out who this Devon guy is, I think.
Yes? You say this Rogers was slotted to meet Kylie just before her murder? Don't need any more justification than that. We'll bring the boy right in. We appreciate you cooperating with us, Mr. Rogers.
Cut the BS. You have a warrant. What do you want? Kylie. Oh yeah, sure. The showgirl. I know who you mean.
Know her? How?
We were just, you know, friendly acquaintances. We'd get together, hang out, party a little. Nice kid. Sweet. Not hard like some of the dancers. Everybody liked her.
Somebody didn't like her. She was murdered tonight.
Kylie? Oh no, not Kylie. What kind of sick creep would hurt a nice kid like... Hey, wait a minute. You're not... Now you don't think I... No way. Never. I'm no saint, but I never killed no one. Check it out. Jeez, I don't really remember. You know how it is with social stuff. 2 weeks, maybe? Yeah, I got a few cuts and stuff. Since when is that a crime?
It isn't, but it might prove that you committed one.
Well, I do now. And I ain't too happy about having to get myself checked, either.
Well, that's it. That's it for that. Now what do I do? Now what do I do? I mean... See if I can swab him. Nope, I can't swab him. Can I tweezer him? No, I can't tweezer him either. Alright, I guess we'll go here.
Yes?
Okay, we can bring him back. We can bring each of them back. Continue interrogating them. Otherwise, I'm kind of a little bit unsure on what to do next. I guess let's look at the case files, I suppose. Knows Kylie had hepatitis, may have contracted it as well, had an appointment with the victim at night of death, knew Kylie quite well, has unexplained scratches on him. Okay. We have Bert Sustin has a criminal history. He is owed money by the victim. His TV fingerprint belonged to him. He has access to all hotel rooms. DNA matches blood found in bathroom. Okay, I think we need to bring him back in.
Ah, yeah, well, you have something here. This rap sheet gives us plenty excuse to talk to this charmer again. I'll have him hauled right in.
I think we want to talk to him about the blood.
Last rocket scientist to book that room busted the mirror. And guess who cut himself cleaning up the damn mess? I bled on the sink and the new mirror. Then I cleaned up after myself. After all that work, I turned on the tube and watched the news. Work for you?
Okay. All right. I mean, his DNA wasn't under the victim's fingernails, so let's see if we can use the tape on him. Oh, we already asked him about the tape. What do we need to do now? We're back at her apartment. The only thing here is the message. And I don't know why that's still flashing, but it doesn't make sense. Whoops. I accidentally arrowed out of it. Okay.
There isn't much more I can tell you about the victim at this time.
Alright, fine. Okay, what can we do with the lab?
Yes?
What can I do for you?
How can I learn more about Devin
Drag
Rogers?
the printout of Kylie's schedule on the search screen of our lab computer and run a search. See what comes up.
Okay. That's kind of dumb, but alright. This is schedule? Yeah, this is schedule. Okay. Wait, what okay. Oh, I can put documents in here. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Devin, the last person in our victim's date book, has a criminal record. Some recent temper control problems. Let's file that in our suspicious folder.
Okay. Well, my only option now is to bring him back in for evidence. See if we can get
What can I do for you? Yeah, the files tell an interesting story about her. Seems she reported a stalker just 6 months ago. I'd like to tell you we busted the bum, but I'd be lying.
Oh no.
And my gut says it's no coincidence she's on a silver tray now. He's there as we speak. Go right in.
There's nothing else I can tell you right now.
Okay. I thought we could approach him about his criminal history, but no. So, stalker. So what can we do with that evidence? Do we have a new piece of evidence now? We have his file. We have that. We have that.
There isn't much more I can tell you about the victim.
Ah, dang it! I hit the button again. My
This
cursor
time.
isn't tied to the window, so. All right, back to the lab.
Hey guys, what's up?
All right, we can.
Hey, you can't scan that into the computer. 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 Hey, you can't scan that into the computer.
All right. I am a little bit. I don't know what else to do. Let's see. What do we know about her? Found tied dead. Probably strangulation. Was Las Vegas showgirl on the strip. Registered. Skin recovered. Cause of death. Hepatitis C. We need to. I want to get some. I want to see if I can get a sample from that one guy, but I don't seem to be able to.
Need me for something?
No, I don't want that. Have we missed evidence is the question. Go back to the hotel room, see if we've missed anything here. I don't think we have.
Yes. Use the lab computer to see if the prints you found on the TV remote match the prints on Devon's rap sheet. That should give Brass enough to issue a warrant.
Wait. Wait. I'm confused. Alright, I am learning how to do this game, and I still don't quite understand what's going on.
What do you need?
I don't know how to use this computer, I think. So can we put, like, his rap sheet in? Oh, we can put his rap sheet in. Oh my gosh. No results found. Okay, well, let's try this one. There we go.
The devil's in the details, and it looks like we've implicated this.
Okay, there we go. Now, we know he was in the room. We know he touched the remote. Alright, so now we can go to the police and get the...
Yes? Partial print places him at the scene. Nice. On its own, that might not cut it, but add that to his name popping up so prominently on the Vic schedule? Oh yeah. Consider the warrant issued.
All right, okay, I won't lie to you. I saw her. I saw her tonight.
Where?
Hotel way down the strip. Champagne Hotel, I think.
Why would he lie about that if he didn't know that she was murdered? That doesn't make sense.
I got a right to know what you want it for, don't I? I mean, I didn't kill her or anything. But why should I help you guys entrap me?
Mr. Rogers, the DNA sample can help clear you. We're trying to eliminate suspects from our list. We have a warrant, sir. You can give it to us, or we can take it.
Fine.
Our intern here is going to swab some epithelial cells from your mouth and take a hair sample with tweezers.
Alright.
Couldn't you have been a bit gentler with that thing?
No.
Ow. Take it easy.
Alright, back to the lab. Lab time. Alright, first we're going to check the hair.
Yes.
Check the hair. Alright, we got this hair. Boom. And
They
boom.
look identical. Strong likelihood our Mr. Rogers was in that hotel room around the time of the killing.
Which we kind of already knew. Alright, check the computer. Oh no, not the computer. We want to do the DNA sample.
The DNA reference sample from Rogers, but the real story unfolds when I compare it against another sample. So I did a comparison. Tested the sink swab DNA with Rogers' sample. No luck. I guess that wasn't his blood in the sink. Now, I thought a comparison between the Rogers blood DNA and the skin from the fingernails would make sense. The result of my sweat and tears? Jackpot! Mr. Devin Rogers co-starred in a scrappy little show with our victim.
That's pretty damning evidence. I mean, I guess it's not guaranteed, but that's pretty significant evidence there. All right, maybe we can get him to confess.
He's there as we speak. Go right in.
It was? Huh, yeah, I can see that. She liked it rough. Clawed my arm just to get a rise.
Now, tell me if this sounds familiar, Mr. Rogers.
Oh.
The day Kylie returned from getting her sobering diagnosis, she did the right thing. She called anyone that she'd had sexual contact with. You asked to meet her at the hotel to talk about it, but your anger came out when she arrived. Kylie scratched you, defending herself, so you forcibly tied her to the bedpost and blindfolded her. The walls in that hotel are paper thin, so you turned up the volume on the television using the remote, which you then pitched to the floor. You tore a strip from the bedsheet, which was when a hair from your head fell into the folds. Then you wrapped the sheet around the woman's throat and finished her off. Your revenge taken, you left. but not before leaving a little tip.
Make up all the stories you want. They're bull. Start to finish. Find yourself some other sucker.
In your mind, that young woman killed you. So you killed her.
That ain't what happened. She was alive when I left her. I swear it.
We'll let a jury decide that, but the evidence says otherwise.
It never ends.
Really?
You did a good job on this case. You
Okay.
found a suspect that meets the requirements for means, motive, and opportunity. That's all we can do. The rest we leave up to the district attorney. Now, let's do your evaluation. Good work. Only a few things you left unexamined. Try to be more thorough next time.
Yay, a win. Alright, that's case one. Case one down, in and out. Next one is Light My